So you want to ride during the winter and you don't want to put away your saddle just yet. If you didn't know, I ride throughout the whole winter. I ride at -6, -8, it does not matter. I will ride to work and back 5 days of the week. So because of that, I think I do have the experience to tell you on 7 things you should buy just so to make your ride way more comfortable throughout the winter. And yeah, let's get into it. So number 1 will be getting yourself some thermal base layers. Base layers, what they do is they entrap the heat on your body. I would recommend getting a set from anywhere really. They don't need to be motorbike specific. Any thermal layers will actually help you out a lot throughout the winter, and that is my number 1 recommendation for it. Also, this video is in no particular order, so yeah, that was number 1 anyway. Get yourself some thermals. They're inexpensive and they will actually keep you warm. So on number 2 is going to be a neck warmer or whatever, windbreaker. So this is pretty easy to put on. I do also wear 2 of them, not 2 of these specifically. I put on one of those and then I put this on top of it, and this is a life changer. Like, this material is pretty nice. If you can see, it's warm, and I will show you how it goes on. So I put it on like this and I just keep it underneath my nose, because what happens is if you have it over your nose and you wear glasses, you'll know your glasses fog up pretty quickly. So keeping it like this actually keeps you warm at the bottom here. Moving on to number 3, we have winter gloves. So these gloves I actually got from a friend of mine that's moved down to Brazil now. He had a Ninja 400, and yeah, these gloves here are by Macna. That's the name that's on the gloves. I don't know the specific model of them. They are size medium, but these gloves during the winter are amazing. Yes, they do not have the protection that you probably get from any other riding glove, but one thing it protects you is from the cold. So these gloves are actually very comfortable. Yes, they are on the thicker side and you might not be able to feel controls as well, but these gloves are very warm. And trust me, riding in -6 degrees is not fun. When you can't feel your fingers, it also reduces the response you have on your front brakes or the clutch. So the 4th thing that you need is going to be a pair of riding boots, and make sure that they don't have any vents in them and holes, because if you're riding during the winter, most likely it's going to be wet, and yeah, your socks are going to be soaked. And yeah, any boot will do as long as they don't have any vents. These ones are from Corse. I don't know the exact model, but yeah, these boots were my very first ones. These boots fit me perfectly, and yeah, they're a bit on the chunkier side, of course, but maybe you can get a lower pair of boots if that fits better for you. But obviously rain is gonna get in up top, and then yeah, you're not gonna have any fun later on when you have wet socks or wet feet. So yeah, get yourself a pair of boots. Make sure they're pretty high, because it'll protect you from more elements, and yeah, they are safe. So yeah, number 4 was boots. Make sure you get yourself a good quality boot, and yeah, you can ride during the winter and your feet also won't get cold, especially if you pair them with a good pair of socks. And yeah, or thermal socks actually. Get yourself a pair of thermal socks. Now, the 5th thing is going to be a pin lock visor. Now, my helmet is in the garage. I'm not going to go bother and bring it up and take out my pin lock just to show you guys. But it's something like this. So if you get one of those for your helmet, what it does, it prevents fogging up inside your helmet. So yeah, if you're riding during the winter, mostly when it's foggy, your outside will be fogged up, but your inside won't. So number 6 is going to be weatherproof gear. And yeah, I have a set of winter gear and I love it, because if I'm out during the winter, I know I will not get wet. So when I was riding my bike from Cork, I did not feel cold throughout the 4-hour ride, whatever, or 3.5. So if you get yourself all the gear I've just mentioned now, you do not need to worry about anything. You can ride in the cold all day long. You will not get cold. So the gloves protect you massively from the cold, so you can feel the controls. The weatherproof gear I've just mentioned now as well, that will also protect you from the cold. and the rain, and the boots as well. You will not feel a single breeze of air when riding with those boots. And then yeah, so your neck is going to be covered up too with the second thing I mentioned, and the helmet on, and yeah, you cannot feel anything. You're going to be riding like in the summertime, and you can enjoy yourself. But another thing is going to be number 7. So if you watched my last video, I did install heated grips on the sports bike, and yeah, I went a few good days without it and I could not manage. I was like, no, this is the day I'm coming back and installing my heated grips. Now, I've taken them off the Phaser and I put them on the sports bike. The only very bad thing right now is the controller is dead. So yeah, technically I don't have heated grips anymore. I've contacted the visor shop. They're telling me to send everything back. The box is not needed because I threw out the box. I don't know, like I usually am the one to keep boxes, but in this case I was like, okay, I have them anyway, like they're not gonna break down. They're supposed to be weatherproof. What probably happened is the controller somehow got wet, maybe a manufacturing defect or something like this. I have no idea. I've contacted the visorshop.com and they said send it back. But I'm like, what grips am I gonna use? I don't want to put on my stock ones that were on the bike previously. So yeah, this is a problem now where I've contacted Oxford, and I know they sell the controller separately for like €30, which I could buy. I bought the heated grips on 30th of October. That ain't too long ago. That's just a couple of months ago or 3 months ago now. And trust me, once you feel the heated grips, you are never gonna live without them.